Hello, so my name is Karthik and I'm in my third year of biochemistry. So I chose to study at UCL for many factors. So first of all, the location. It's obviously, as a Londoner myself, it's obviously very convenient for me to get down to central London from where I live. And also the fact that London is such a vibrant city, a vibrant and dynamic city, with obviously many attractions and with obviously the city at the West End. So it's a great place to, after lectures, for example, to go out with your friends. And also, I think UCL boasts a lot of research opportunities and opportunities into industry and academia, which is something that I found very interesting. When I did apply here, I was very interested in reading around like the lecturers and the course structure, for example, and that kind of led me into thinking about the fact that there are so many research institutions around London as well, which UCL is well connected to, such as the Francis Crick Institute, and also again just reading around about the lecturers and the course structure and the sort of modules that they kind of do in here, and that kind of struck me towards UCL. And also, as I said, just this friendly atmosphere that's within UCL, a lot of the things that I've heard before I came to UCL, and it's quite clear when I come here that UCL has such a friendly atmosphere. And also there are many other things around UCL which I'm involved in, for example UCL Stage Crew Society, and having something like Bloomsbury Theatre, which is one of the biggest, it's an off West End theatre, one of the biggest theatres around in London, and having the opportunity to aside from my studies also go with all my all these extracurriculars and all these things that I'm interested in is a very good idea, along with things like sports clubs and also music, and again all the societies as well. I think Student Union UCL has so many different societies and something for everyone. Yeah, so in terms of facilities, when it comes to course specific, I think just around the School of Life and Medical Sciences, I think there is so many different facilities that have got things like PCR machines and all of the kind of equipment that you would like to use and really make use of when you come to such a great institution like this. So, for example, the cruciform labs, and also the anatomy labs, where I use, for example, the nano drop and the CD spectrometer, and that is that's kind of very useful because it kind of prepares us for when we're in industry, which I wouldn't know if they're in some other universities, for example, and particularly over here, because we've got some great facilities and so many different lecturers using them, and postgraduates and all these different students. So that's I think that's really good. The services are really good. The lecturers are always, for example in my course, the lecturers always respond very promptly to any inquiries and concerns that I have, let alone that's to do with my well-being in terms of, for example, during where I started my course during the COVID pandemic, and there might be problems, not just particularly for me, but in general within people, for example, having a difficult period of time if they've caught COVID, or even like mental health issues that they've got at the time. But also in terms of exam period, which can be a particularly stressful period of time, and especially with the amount of pressure to cope with having multiple exams. Sometimes I had, for example, multiple exams within a day, and my faculty tutors would kind of give some advice, and they're very empathetic, and they give a lot of kind of like advice to stay well within, for example, the Easter holidays, when we kind of revise those exams, and they always help us both sort of academically and just emotionally.